Welcome to my channel. In this video I will show you the global version, the original, brand new top selling motherboard product on AliExpress with discount price. The other portions of this motherboard that you can technically categorize under performance are built to be just right. Plenty of USB, but of course none of the USB 4 options to add to the price. Networking is fast, but for faster 10 GB you'll need to pony up big bucks. See the trend. Exactly the performance you need, and nothing that you don't. The ASUS BIOS continues its ease of use excellence here. You can manually tinker as much as you'd ever want, or as much as makes sense with modern CPUs, as most overclocking has been mostly maxed out from the factory it seems. If the BIOS intimidates you, don't worry, you can choose the simple option. We'd recommend at least turning on the DDR5 RAM Expo profile to make sure you're really taking advantage of the full performance. More frequent BIOS updates can be risky, but with a brand new platform such as AMD's AM5 B650, updates can fix a lot of early teething issues. Keep in mind that some users have found boot times to be longer on AMD's new platform for the initial boot, so your mileage may vary depending on BIOS version. Compared to what users are typically used to in previous generations, stepping into software, ASUS also has Armoury Crate, which self-installs upon initial boot. While historically we've shied away from recommending vendor-provided motherboard software, things have improved drastically. The software is now much better integrated, allowing fan control, driver updates, and AuraSync RGB. Vidis.The ASUS ROG Strix B650 a gaming Wi-Fi provides exactly what you need for $279. Would it be nice to see these motherboards even cheaper? Sure, but with new included tech such as DDR5 and PCIe Gen 5, some added cost is to be expected. At least you're not paying for extra features you may never use, such as 10 GB LAN, USB 4, and other frivolities. While these items may be essential for the users that need them, they're not helpful for those who just need a good motherboard. The aesthetics are similarly straightforward. ROG Strix might be a popular gamer lineup, but this model is nicely understated, so it can easily look at home in a workstation build. If you're after a white or silver themed build, this motherboard is sure to turn heads without breaking the bank. Whether you are a content creator or a gamer, this is a Goldilocks board that gets it just right. If there was just one man and a single brand that we'd recommend buying a PC component from, it would be Vince KNGPN, Lucido, and EVGA. KNGPN is responsible for some of the world records in system overclocking, and is usually found in the top 5, and so requires hardware to aid in maintaining stability under intense loads. That's where the mightily impressive EVGA Z790 Dark KNGPN comes into play. It's an ATX board, and so you will need to plan accordingly when choosing a PC. Case being a Z790 motherboard with the LGA 1700 socket. This supports both 12th and 13th gen Intel processors. What sets it apart from other Z790 motherboards is the fact this board is designed specifically for enthusiast use and overclocking. Take the LGA 1700 socket, which has been rotated 90 degrees to make it easier to attach liquid nitrogen (LN2) cooling hardware. Then there's the very capable 21-phase power delivery with a heatsink that actually works, and 2 fans to keep VRM temperatures in check. Finally, we've got the printed circuit board (PCB), which consists of 10 layers. This provides plenty of room to route signals between components and force through even more power to allow you to push the processor way beyond its limit. To help keep everything in place, a sizable metal backplate is attached to the rear of the EVGA Z790 Dark KNGPN. One drawback of this motherboard is the removal of 2 DIMM slots due to the socket rotation. Even with the 2 DIMM slots left, it's still possible to install up to 64 GB of DDR5 to 8000 RAM. To aid with overclocking, EVGA added power and reset buttons, alongside LED debuggers on the motherboard for quick troubleshooting and configuration alterations. Real-time voltage monitoring can be carried out too. Almost everything on this board is designed with enthusiast use in mind. It's not completely useless for everything else. However, thanks to the 3 M2 SSD slots, 2 PCIe 5.0x 16 slots, 8 SATA ports, dual 2.5 GB networking, and decent audio. The EVGA Z